How does that compare with surrounding or competitive communities, and how can we best attract new teachers into this community?
Compared to other systems in the region, Charlotte-Mecklenburg and Winston-Salem Forsyth, of course, exceed us being city schools, and there's no comparison there. Other than that, other neighboring systems are all much lower. I took a pay cut when I left system to go to Newton Conover High School. Raising the supplement is a pat on the back. Raising the supplement does not keep teachers in the system. You will keep a quality teacher here by that teacher being satisfied and that teacher loving the job that he or she is doing. You can throw all the money you want, but if the teacher isn't happy, the teacher will leave. We must attract the teachers, and new teachers coming in do look at money first of all. It's natural. Once they're in, they realize that money is not going to solve the issues, it won't answer the questions. You must, as Dr. Michael Fullen said, you must love your employees. You've got to create schools that focus on the quality of life for teachers and administrators. It's number one on his list of change secrets. Number two, you've got to connect peers with the purpose. You have to have blended partnerships with the teachers and the administrators. That's being tried. There's something that's missing. There's not a connection. It's not going over well. Once we get them in here, there has to be some place where these teachers can go when they have issues. There must be a support system in place. That's missing. Money will not keep teachers in this system. I see it, and I see it every day, and I'm one of the people who experience it.
Thank you. Dr. Katz.
Yes, sir. I think that our system does compare very favorably with our neighboring systems in the region regarding the teacher supplement. I agree that that's one incentive, not the only incentive, of course. I think this board has been very aggressive about trying to raise the supplement as much as we feel we can do, given the monies that are provided to us, where we have discretion. I think things I hear, we've discussed sometimes about the teachers leaving the system, but I've seen many teachers as well coming back into our system from others that are accepting the challenge that this system provides for student growth and teacher growth and development. I think when they can come in and see that we've got evidence-based student progress, other teachers want to come in and become a part of that. Others have been in systems, some have left this system and come back a year later saying that all of these changes are having to take place in some manner based on mandates such as No Child Left Behind. And once they get out to see that the grass is not necessarily greener on the other side of the fence and see that some of these other systems are not as far ahead as we are with our progress, they want to come back and be part of it. So I think I'm out of time, but we continue to provide innovative programs, virtual high school and other things such as the School of the Arts here that will entice teachers to come because we've got other areas where they can perform and excel.
Mr. James.
I, too, also when I left Iredell-Statesville and went to the new school system, did so with a pay cut. The thing that I look at when you're looking at attracting teachers is money's not always the main drawing card. Money helps, but peace of mind, the stress, all of these things are things that basically people take in consideration when they are in a position. And so money is not actually the main focus that we need to look at. I know, just as Mr. Stewart mentioned, is employees that feel appreciated, employees that are encouraged when there's good communication. When you have a problem and you feel like you can go and talk to an administrator about it and they'll actually listen, that you're not going to be reprimanded or put on a list or that is going to come back to haunt you in the future. All of these things we need to work toward. We need to work toward getting a relationship between our teachers and our administrators. One of the core values of Baldrige is a leadership that draws your teachers to you through their dedication, through their respect for the programs, the respect for how they're treated. And what happens is, if we don't do that, we're actually losing one of the parts of the Baldrige, which is a program that we're trying to see implemented here.
Thank you, Mr. James.
Mr. Roseman.
This still goes back to the communication. I think because, like you say, we have so many times that I don't care how much money you make, if you're not happy with it, you just go somewhere else and take a cut and pay, or you'll be able to sleep at night, not have worries about different things. Because if you can't talk to your supervisor or something like that from places where I've worked before, you can't be able to talk to your supervisor or the ones in charge, and you're not happy, so you're going to be looking for something better somewhere else, even though you don't make the same money. And that Baldrige thing that I talked about, I've heard so much different things that people have said about it. Maybe it's good if it would be set up right and you had the communication and let everybody have respect for each other, not just because I'm in charge, you respect me, but I don't respect you.
Thank you. Mr. Williams.
Could you do me a favor?
I'm not going to do it. Absolutely. The demand for teachers across not only this state, but certainly across this country, the demand for teachers is greater than the supply of teachers and greater than the number of teachers that are coming in the pipeline. So the question is our local teacher supplement that we pay in Iredell-Statesville Schools, is it sufficient, or how does it compare? And how can we go about attracting new teachers to this area?
I think that our supplement is competitive with surrounding counties. I've noticed that I've heard a lot of people talking about the teachers leaving the system. And as Dr. Cash said, we've seen over the years teachers come back. And I also like to remind everyone that on the average, we retain 90% of our teachers every year. So we must be doing something right in the system. I think facilities have been a lot of reasons why teachers wouldn't want to come to the system as well. And over the years, we tried to address that issue by putting money in different schools, building new facilities. And I think that will help bring some teachers in. I agree with the different candidates up here that money is not always an issue, but it does help.